Hello everybody and
welcome to my kitchen.
We don't have bananas and the avocados we already ate. This is too bright. Why am I in the kitchen? Because today I'm gonna be making something that I have never attempted to make, and I decided that I was gonna film it and maybe upload it to YouTube. Give me a second, I have to close the window. Loud ass birds. I think the last time that I've done a video where I stand up has been a while, so I've also wanted to do that. Also, I woke up with this hair today. We got some big pieces and I'm like, I have no idea what you're doing, but you do you. I also put on pants for this. How are you, by the way? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janice. I make videos talking about various topics. I've made some language videos. I've made videos if you want to know what German sounds like. I've made some videos. I've done videos where I speak about Korea. I've done some Korean cafe videos, which is kind of the inspiration of today's video. Yeah, if you would like to have a look at any of that, have a look at that. Why not stick around? Why not stick around? In the little intro pod I just mentioned, Korean cafes have inspired this here video. The reason for that being is when I was in Korea, I actually didn't have this drink, but I did have black sesame ice cream. The only time that I saw black sesame latte in all of Korea, in my like almost year there, or in Japan for that matter, was in Jeju Island, which is a small island south of Korea. Yeah, they had it in Starbucks there as like a Jeju special, which I think is a shame. What is happening? Because I love black sesame lattes. I went to a bubble tea place here in Switzerland. They did like everything handmade, everything organic, everything like handmade and organic. You know, possibly vegan if you wanted it. And they had a black sesame bubble tea latte, and I was like, I'm gonna choose that. I had it one time, then they took it off the menu, and I wanted to scream because I tasted it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is now my favorite drink. Nothing else, nothing can compare to this drink. So I decided that I was gonna make a black tea sesame latte today by myself. No roommate around. How is this gonna work? Technically I'm supposed to look at a recipe. I did spend like 2 minutes this morning looking up YouTube videos and recipes. Some people put in a lot of stuff like ginger and honey and sugar, spice and everything nice. And other people just black sesame, milk, blend. So I think I'm gonna do like a mixture between both recipes. If you'd like to get an illustrated version of today's recipe, you will be able to find a link to that in the description, which leads to my Patreon where you can download that. If you'd like to support me on Patreon and get inside scoop of what videos I'll be doing next, previews for videos, video ideas that I'm throwing out there, yeah, all of that will be on my Patreon. Also some behind the scenes stuff, thumbnail rejects, that can be fun, or like if I'm having an identity crisis over whatever, you'll find that on my Patreon. Sometimes I just use it to vent. First thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna roast the sesame seeds. Absolutely no oil in the pan. Sure. I'm gonna do about that much. Did you see how much? That much. Got a blender. So I got salt, sugar, which is always stuck. Did you hear that little pop? Sometimes sesame seeds will tell you when they're getting ready. Baking tray with baking sheet. Throw them on there, let them cool a little. We don't want to boil the blender. The thing is, we're gonna make an iced latte, so yeah. I'll show you the cup. I feel like instead of a tutorial, I just feel like I'm talking to a friend right now. I'm like, yeah, you know, how's Richard? I don't know a single person named Richard. I think I should keep it that way. This is the glass that we're gonna be using, the mason jar with a, what do you call this? What do you call this? Griff? Handle. What is it in English? I'm gonna scoop it by hand. That's one fistful. You know, if you're keeping track of my measurements. I feel like I need more. Because I do want it to taste like black sesame, not just a hint of black sesame. I want it to taste like black sesame. Because I think it'll add stuff, I'm gonna take a little bit of salt. But like, salt brings out the flavors, right? I don't know how much sugar to do. Are you good? You good there? Heavy cream, but it's made from soy. That much. Take a guess how much that is. I'm trying to get this to blend, you know? I swear, every time I put anything in a blender, I feel like I'm playing with food. R.I.P. headphone users. It turned into a mousse. I think that's a better consistency, more of like a soup than a mousse. How much sugar do you need? Jesus. Okay, here she is. Color is right, matches my shirt. Almost a little too well. She's a little bit more bluish. I'm ready to try. Oh my god. Yeah. 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 Yes. Correct. You are right. Of course you are right. If you would like to give this recipe a try, go ahead and do so. If you do end up making it, please tag me. If you would like to have this recipe to print out and have a beautiful like little thing to look at, that'll be over on my Patreon. But in all seriousness, this is really tasty. If you give it a try, do let me know if you enjoyed it. I used to think that like sesame is just something to sprinkle on top of food or like sesame buns, but it can be a drink, it can be sweet, it can be whatever you want it to be, you know? You could freeze this and call it black sesame ice cream, huh? If you would like to get a behind the scenes look of how I create these videos, if you would like to see thumbnail previews or video ideas that I'm spewing into the world, or if you'd like to see thumbnail rejects, if you'd like to see thumbnail ideas that I've had, or like personal anecdotes of my life, or shit that's going wrong with my life, you will find all of that and more on my Patreon. So if you'd like to have a look, patreon.com/whynotdennis. I should really start incorporating my Patreon as if it were a sponsor. Because it is. It is. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can stick around till when I make a new one. I hope you drink lots of water, get lots of sleep, and this is the end. Bye! I'd also like to give a special shout out to my Patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me. And an even more special shout out to my Patreon lemon planter, aka Alice. I hope you're having a great day. And this is the end. Bye!